So here we are. We have launched finally, after all my procrastination and avoidance for the last, I won't tell you how long, but we are finally up and delivering, and it's springtime, so a good opportunity to finally get some message out with some warmth to you all. So this website is about revival, Victoria, and we are looking to put some Christian revival out there in this state. And I'm challenging you to be involved, come along with the journey with me, and to see where we can take this. Um, all credits out of this site ultimately are going to go to God. I am merely a messenger and his servant. And yeah, look, I'm out of my comfort zone a lot. I trust you'll persevere with me. And I'm feeling my way through how I need to deliver this message. So stick with us, have a walk in this journey, and yeah, at the very least, you can put your prayers in for me to make sure that I'm doing the right thing by God. So, what are we looking at? It's really obviously revival. If you can imagine the scenario where in any public hotel, pub, in other words, in Victoria would be very much an AFL stronghold. So let's imagine here's the hotel, and over time you have people coming in talking about this other sport called rugby league. So that's starting to encroach on your territory. And then suddenly there's new owners in the hotel, and they create new rules saying that you can't talk about AFL, you can't promote that sport in this hotel. You can't dissuade anyone from wanting to follow league. People who come in and want their kids to become to play rugby league, you're not allowed to go in and talk to them about the positives or influence them in any way to try and get involved and play AFL. Now, I've got a question for you. Who'd cop that? Who would take that? You wouldn't. And who would try that? No one would try and put that on because that hotel would go bust in no time. Why? Because the spirit of the people would be so strong and it would be so obvious. They're just not going to give that away that no one would try it. So I asked the question, why are we in that situation as Christians? Why are we letting other thought patterns come in and we're rolling over and letting it happen so easily? Where is the pushback? Where is the voice? Where is the strength from us to say, no, enough's enough? You know, we've got laws saying we can't pray. We've got laws saying that we can't go and help people in certain instances. We've got laws coming into schools to say who can we possibly employ in those schools. So in other words, rules that are directing how we operate as Christians. Now, this is not a political site. I don't have a political particular bug to bear. I am not sitting on either side of the political fence. What I'm talking about is not the leadership as much, the politics of the state. I'm talking about us and why our strength, why the aura around Christianity in this state is not so strong that no one would want to try it on because they know there would be pushback. That's my challenge to you. And through that revival, through that strength, we will then see people come to God. We'll see people turn and give their lives to Christ. Why? Because they see that Christianity is a real strong way of life. That it has something, that it's different. That people aren't Christians just on Sunday. You know, this guy's a Christian, dress up, go to church, be all nice. And then by Wednesday, he's cursing because his multi didn't come in. I don't know. But what I'm saying is we need to have that strength. We need to have that aura. People need to know when they cross over and come into Victoria, they're in a Christian state. They're in a state where Christian influences and Christian standards abide. I'm seeing ads at the moment coming out from the government saying things like how you need to treat people at work because there are issues with, you know, how you respectfully treat women, how you treat people with different ideas, all these kinds of things. I'm telling you, in a Christian state with strong Christian influences, that should never be necessary. And it's interesting and ironic that in a state and an area that's trying to undermine Christianity has to now come up with so many rules and regulations to get people to do the right things, where in a Christian influence state, that's just a given. So let's get out there. People, let's be strong. Let's start to portray a strong image of Christ in this state so that people who walk around will know and will see the love and the action of Christ in every day from a whole range of us. And I call you to arms. And I'm going to need help. So any way you wish to help me, that's more than welcome. And you have a wonderful time and welcome aboard. And yeah, please stick with me here and see how this progresses. God bless.